Challenge, featuring the very best of the United States Hot Rod Association Super Monster Trucks, and featuring tractors and high-flying vehicles like this, Art Arfon, former land speed record holder and motorsport legend, and the incredible modified wheel-standing two-wheel drive pulling vehicles. We also have given you mud racing, like the 18-year-old boy wonder, Matt Ward, and the world champion, Tom Martin, with his Super Trooper. But today, we have more action for you. Different action. Things that go bing, bang, boom. And it's coming up on Monster Truck Challenge here on ESPN, the Total Sports Network. When the United States Hot Rod Association comes to your area, you know you're going to see the very best in motorsports, monster truck racing, pulling, and mud racing. But you also see the high-flying stuntmen, the incredible guys that do incredible things, such as Earnie Adams, Brian Carson, Dennis Pinto, Spanky Spangler, and incredible sights like Robosaurus. And today, you're going to see them all as they smash them and crash them and burn them and eat them. Yes, this is a program that features the very best of the United States Hot Rod Association stunts. Let's get right to it. Let's take you to Anaheim Stadium in Anaheim, California. A capacity crowd witnessing Dennis Pinto and his van slam. This guy literally takes a motorcycle, smashes it into the side of a van, explodes in flames, and lives to tell about it. Yes, it's Dennis Pinto. And if you have an opportunity to come to a U.S. Hot Rod Association program and see Dennis Pinto and the van slam, you're going to see something that you'll never, ever forget. This crowd's going to watch it, and you're going to watch it right now on Monster Truck Challenge. He'll go up the ramp at 60 miles an hour into the side of the van, fly over while he's on fire. Yes, while he's on fire. His life is in the hands of his crew after that. And what a great crew he has, specifically trained in the art of keeping this man alive. And believe me, when you see this, you're going to realize why it's an art. Now, he has to get the speed up to 60 miles an hour. The crowd is pumped up. Let's watch Dennis Pinto and the van slam. On fire, up to 60 miles an hour. Oh! Is he okay? Is he okay? His crew's getting to him. But look, he's going out the other end. He's disoriented. His crew cannot find him. It's imperative they get to him and put that fire out. Where's Dennis? Here he comes. He sees the crew. Is he okay? Is he okay? Yes. Yes. Incredible. Dennis Pinto and the van slam. And we've got to see that one more time. This is just stupendous action. Now remember, 60 miles an hour to the side of the van. He's up and over. Now right now, the crew has literally seconds to save Dennis's life, and you saw them do it. Look at this, slow motion now. Look at that fireball. And you can see the silhouette of Dennis Pinto in the boxes. The crew coming around. They've got to find him. Now, Dennis is disoriented. It must be from that huge blast he went through. He's going out the opposite side. He's trying to get out. His crew's trying to get to him. They must hook up within seconds. This is imperative. Still on fire now. He rushes around trying to find his crew. And look at this. Before the crowd, the incredible Dennis Pinto. Yeah, he's okay. And he may be coming to your town very soon at a U.S. Hot Rod Association show. On fire, in the air, bang, the side of the van, the fireball. Dennis Pinto and the van slam. There he is. Congratulations from everybody involved. Yeah, thumbs up. That's Dennis. Oh, you may have heard about him. Now you're going to see him. The incredible Robosaurus is next.
There are basically our three original creators, Gary Cerveny, Doug Malwicki, and myself. Doug Malwicki is the engineering brains of the whole operation. He was sitting with another engineer at his job at Northrop working on the B-1 bomber project, and the two of them had a discussion where they just said, boy, wouldn't it be neat to build a full-size transformer? And from there, it just went on. We sat down with artists and started sketching out different ideas, and this is what we've ended up with. Robosaurus is an amazing creature. It took over 2 years to put Robosaurus together and a little over $2.1 million. He has 34 hydraulic rams. He's run by a 440-horse twin-turbocharged Cummins diesel engine. And with all that power, he can do pretty much anything he wants. The breathing of the fire is done by two hot air balloon burners located in his nose, which are fed by two 20-gallon propane tanks. And that is activated by basically a couple of spark plugs. He's really a pussycat as long as you keep him fed right. We like to feed him large, full-size cars. We used to try some smaller import cars, but he'd be hungry again an hour later. Robosaurus is going to star in his very own movie. It was produced with Universal Television, and we have high hopes for it. It's a very good movie, and it has a very interesting storyline. It's based in the near future, and it's a story about the love of a father for his son, and the two of them have built a small model Robosaurus, and the father develops the ability to bring this model into its full-size mode, as you see it here, Robosaurus, that can then go out and do in the bad guys.
Watch for the incredible Robosaurus coming to a U.S. Hot Rod Association event near you. When we return, Brian Carson and the incredible Steel Wall Crash. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Joe Lowe, and we're at the Kingdome in Seattle, Washington for the U.S. Hot Rod Association's Monster Truck Challenge. Today, featuring the great, incredible stunts that we have at the U.S. Hot Rod Association shows. And this is Brian Carson, the madman, about to perform the Steel Wall Crash, a stunt that involves driving his car off a ramp into a 5-story tall steel wall of cars. We caught up with Brian earlier today.
There's no way you can fake something like we're doing here in the Kingdome. It's obvious what's going to happen. We're going to do a mid-air car crash 40 feet above the turf, and there's no way out. I mean, there's going to be a wreck. We just don't know where sometimes. I've been in the business 16, 17 years, almost 1,800 cars wrecked. I must be doing something right safety-wise, otherwise I wouldn't be around, I don't think. Yeah, we push it a little bit, but you know, that's my job. That's what I'm getting paid to do. We are really strapped for room here. We've only got maybe 60 feet outside the building, and they're calling for rain tonight. So, and if it rains, boy, we're going to be in deep trouble. See, if we go too fast in this stunt, we go over the cars. We go too slow, we get buried in a pile of fenders in the bottom. So it's going to be a tricky little stunt here in the Kingdome.
We're almost ready to go, but first, Brian has a few words for this capacity crowd here at the Kingdome.
I'll tell you, after 1,700 cars, close to 1,800 cars, it's one of the first times I've been nervous for a jump like this because the speed is also crucial on this thing. We have to have 65. We have to have it. We go too slow, we go into the bottom of the stack, and the stack comes tumbling down on me. We're out there, it's raining, it's slick, but the no matter what happens, I'm talking to you now because I don't know what's going to happen afterwards. Just remember, I'm keeping my word. We're going to try this thing. Seattle, you hang on to your seats. I'm going to try to hang on to the steering wheel, and let's do this thing.
The crowd is ready. Brian Carson is ready, and that 5-story tall steel wall of cars looms in front of that ramp. He must get up to 65 miles an hour on this ramp. Brian Carson, world record holder for the most cars wrecked in a stunting career. And what's he going to do? Smash into those cars right there. Speed is crucial. Too much speed, and he'll go over the cars. Too little, and he won't hit them in the right place, and they'll come tumbling down on top of him. The crowd is roaring, and Brian Carson is ready to go.
We can hear it
through the tunnel. He has to maintain 65 miles an hour. Up the ramp he goes. Whoa! Unbelievable! Fire everywhere.
Absolutely.
And the question is Brian Carson okay? The crew runs up to check him out. It looks as though one of the cars from the wall has crashed to the front of Brian Carson's car, maybe on the roof. Again, here he goes. You can see his car went off center just a little bit, and the wall of cars tumbles down with one on top of Brian Carson's car. Slow-mo cam from a different angle now. Flames, sparks, and tons of steel. They're working with him. You can see the medical staff is checking him out. They pull him out. Let's check. Can he get under his own power? I've seen him do this stunt before, folks, and he looks a little more shaken up than normal. As we again look at it, boom, into the steel wall. Brian Carson, the steel wall crash. And the question on everybody's mind, is he okay? Yes, look at this. Brian Carson still appears to be a little shaken up. Let's see if we can get him to come over and talk with our ESPN microphone.
I don't know how you keep surviving these things.
I'll tell you what. You can ask the guys in the tunnel. We were sideways, upside down, everywhere we're loose, and we come over the jump. And all I know is I said, I hope I hit this ramp, and we hit it. Right about here, we were a little bit too slow, but it's too late to turn around. So we just went for it. And about there, I'm hitting the dashboard, trying to hide for what's about to come. And I'll tell you, it was like hitting the brick wall. We wanted to be a little bit higher. I'll tell you what, I think I need to go sit in the hot tub for a little bit here. Seattle, I'll tell you, God bless you, I love you. Great city, I love you.
Brian Carson, a big hit in Seattle. And should he come to US Hot Rod Association event near you, don't miss him. When we return, Jeff, welcome back. Let's meet Daredevil Jeff Weinke.
Well, I was very rambunctious as a kid, and my mom, she just really didn't take to heart what I was doing and didn't like what I was doing at all. I broke a couple bones as a kid, just driving a bicycle and skateboarding and so forth. But she just wouldn't take to heart anything that I was doing, and just had nothing to do with it. As a matter of fact, to this day, she does not want to know when I'm doing a stunt. It's a very interesting job. There's physics involved. You're outdoors a lot of the times. The workplace changes. It's very challenging. It's physical. To me, it's a challenge not to prove to anybody else of what I'm doing, but just to prove to myself that I can get something done that's spectacular action, whether it's for live shows or for the films, and get it done very safely. Actually, there was a stunt school that was going on at the time in St. Paul, and unfortunately they were fully booked, so I took it upon myself to teach myself. And I'd found out that they'd use cardboard boxes for decelerating bodies in high falls or jumping off of moving vehicles. So I took it upon myself to start experimenting with cardboard boxes and doing high falls. It was the cheapest way for me to start out, by just practicing high falls. So I worked from 20 feet all the way up to 80 feet with boxes in a matter of a month. And then I went on from doing high falls to fire burns. Right now I'm working on trying to coordinate films and second unit direct, which is doing stunts specifically for the camera. That's where my first love is photography. So that's essentially where I do want to be. Live shows are the toughest. You have an audience that's 360 degrees around you, so the stunt itself has to be pretty dangerous because the audience sees everything. It's not like you're using the camera to give the illusion of danger. When you do a live show, the danger is really there. That entailed me driving a motorcycle 50 miles an hour, going up a ramp on fire, flying over a distance of 75 feet, and at that point, getting pulled off the bike, letting the bike go onto a crash, with myself just falling straight back down to the ground. When I go to do a stunt, I give it my all, and that all is professional. It's a hired performer, whether it be for movies or live shows, and nothing is left to chance. Nothing is left to chance for the crew or for myself. So in my respect, from my point of view, it's not as dangerous as what the observer sees.
Welcome back to the U.S. Hot Rod Association's Monster Truck Challenge here on ESPN. And today, we're featuring the super stunt stars of the United States Hot Rod Association. I'm Joe Lowe, and the man you see on your screen is Earnie Adams. The 32-year-old Earnie Adams out of Shelbyville, Tennessee. He's in Raleigh, North Carolina, and he is going to attempt a world record 25-car jump. Now, a warm-up will feature 16 cars. Now, you can see that Ernie's going to start well outside Carter Finley Stadium with a ramp to give him speed at the very beginning. And earlier today, we caught up with Ernie and asked him about his jumps tonight here at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh.
If it quits scaring me, then I'll quit doing it. I do it for the thrill of it. I'm fairly intelligent. I can work other jobs. This is what I enjoy doing out of life. My wife gets a kick out of it. I have a 15-year-old son, a 2-year-old daughter, and they just can't believe it that Daddy does this. That's it. It's just the thrill of it. It scares me, and as they say, when it quits scaring me, I'll quit doing it.
Well, let's get set to thrill this crowd and you at home on Monster Truck Challenge. Here goes Earnie Adams. A successful warm-up jump. And as you saw earlier today, a lot of these stunt guys use those cardboard boxes to decelerate, and Earnie Adams just barely grazes him on this 16-car warm-up jump. The width of 16 cars, no problem for Earnie. But when he comes back, he's going to go for the world record of 25 cars. Watching it from another angle this time. And this time, you'll be able to see the height he gets on this. Way up over that North Carolina sky. Now, before Earnie Adams attempts his world record 25-car jump, let's go trackside with Jim Clark, where Ernie's standing by.
Scared me to death because I didn't really know if we could take his transition here. I don't know how fast we can take it. So we overshot just a little bit, which in this case is really bad. Because if you overshoot, then you're going right into it's a 38-degree bank here. But we're ready now.
All right, how many are going to jump?
This is 25, the ones that Robbie failed to do. How you doing, Robbie? Like I said, College United States Hot Rod Association, we desperately need to compete with each other.
All right, and good luck to you on 25.
And I need the luck.
Yes, it's still on.
Yeah, Earnie Adams talking, of course, about Robbie Knievel, whom he's had a long-standing rivalry. Those two want to get together desperately. Now, before we go to this 25-car jump, let's go to an earlier event, Anaheim, California. Earnie Adams, whoa, into the shutdown boxes. He jumped 12 monster trucks, and he hit that deceleration area very, very hard. And if you look at that visor, Earnie is all fogged in just about now. The slow-mo cam catching Earnie Adams jumping 12 monster trucks earlier this year in Anaheim, California. And when we get back to Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina, I hope he doesn't hit those boxes as hard as he did in Anaheim. Head-on shot over the monster trucks. Earnie Adams, stuntman, daredevil extraordinaire. Watch those boxes. Now let's go back live to Raleigh, North Carolina. A record-setting 25-car jump. Earnie Adams has set the world record. Ernie Adams getting a big hug from the U.S. Hot Rod Association officials. The high five. The crowd is on their feet. A great job from the 32-year-old stuntman from Shelbyville, Tennessee. Flying high over 25 vehicles. Ernie Adams is now the world record holder. Up, up, and away. The kind of action you'll see from the U.S. Hot Rod Association events throughout the country, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go trackside with your new world record holder, Ernie Adams.
I was paralyzed. When you're up there, you're doing one thing. You're looking at the ramp. I can always see Richard standing over by the ramp. And believe it or not, I can also see the expression on his face. I'm looking at the ramp. As long as you hit where you're supposed to, it's pretty smooth. It's like going off a dining room table. But if you overshoot or undershoot, it's hard. It's like falling just 20 feet.
During your airtime, what goes through your mind?
Looking at that ramp and getting Ernie and that motorcycle back down on the ground.
All right, well, listen, congratulations. Good luck in the future, and we hope we're there when you make the next big one.
Thank you very much. I've had a blast.
Monster Truck Challenge, the Silverdome, Pontiac, Michigan. The USHRA program today featuring the Super Stunt Stars. And let's get right to it. We don't have a whole lot of time. The crowd is on their feet for Brian Carson and his fiery auto flight. 3 18-wheelers parked end to end, and here goes Brian. The landing pad, cars. That's right. He actually lands on cars after going over 3 18-wheelers parked end to end. This is the type of action you'll see when you come to a U.S. Hot Rod Association event. The monster trucks, the pulling vehicles, the mud racers, and the incredible stunts of the United States Hot Rod Association. This has been Monster Truck Challenge, and until next time, folks, watch out for the USHRA coming soon to an arena near you.